I am your star in VR, the growing concern, Colin Byrne, and welcome to Boxroom Racing Friday morning. And actually, what do I got? I got a bit of curtain in the way of the camera there. There we go. We got the window up front there. You can probably see it on the other view, and the camera is kind of stuck up in there, so sometimes that hangs over. So much apologies for the poor production values off the top. But anyways, kids are at school and my wife has gone out, so I decided to jump on. Normally I'm doing kind of Friday and Saturday nights, but Friday morning, have a bit of time. I'm off work today. Let's jump in and do some skippies at Spa. I got a couple hours here, probably put in at least 2 races, so let's do it. Let's get out onto the track and see what's going on. Actually, first, what we'll do is just check in. Hey Paul, good morning to you. How's things, man? We'll just check in with the iRating and we can see this massive plummet here. So things haven't been good the last couple weeks, as you can see. Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, coming on first thing in the morning here. So we climbed up. We were hitting top split here. Kind of, you can see the peak. We dipped back down, went back up, and then we had a couple bad weeks there. Nordschleife. We had Zolder, didn't do us too well, but we ended up with a victory at the end of Zolder. And then so far, our 2 races in Spa, did well in both races, but got taken out on the last lap. Somebody ran me off the road. I guess it was kind of debatable. Yeah, this drop IR is not nice. Yeah, I'll get good battles. I'll get back up there again, you know, it's no problem. I'm not too worried about it. I'll be down in a few lower splits right now, and then hopefully have an opportunity to win some more races, you know. And then yeah, we had a 7th place, which was promising there in our last race. So looking to get back out on the track now. We can have a quick look here. We are in Spa, so we might as well jump into the car and get some practice in. It's 10:04 right now, and the race session will start at 10:15. So probably get out and get at least 1 hot lap in. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right, cool. 11:04 there. Very nice. Are you playing iRacing this morning, Paul? Are you just hanging out on Twitch, or what's going on with you today? All right. Oh, and we'll get some game sound up here as well. I was racing VRS, not yet, maybe tonight. Yeah, cool.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
So I've joined up to do this snail racing Sunday night league.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors.
It's VRS series, which are cars I've never driven before. So last night I jumped into I bought a Ferrari and jumped into a VRS car there.
Left side.
Let this guy go.
Clear left.
Yeah, it felt like a completely different game, which was cool because I guess when you spend that much money on new content, you want it to feel like a different game, don't you? So yeah, that was really cool though. I bought the Ferrari and I also bought a McLaren in the VRS GT series. I think it's a B license series, so it'll actually help me get my promotion to A-class license as well, with participation if I do so in any of the official races. If I can keep my SR high enough. Although SR at Spa is not always the easiest thing to keep up. I think in the Skip Barber series in general. Especially with wild men like this in front of me here. Marcos. Miranda. Bellatran. Seems to be kind of all over the shop here.
Car right. Clear right.
Oh, and I almost lost it. I'm getting better at that corner, I think. That's a tough one. You're not familiar with what VSR is? Yeah, it's Virtual Racing School GT series. I think it's a B class series. So it's kind of like a mix of a few different cars. There's like Ferraris, McLarens. I think there's BMW as well.
He's still there.
They're like closed wheel cars.
Clear left.
I've never done it before either, Paul, up until last night, so I just jumped in, but man, was it ever a lot of fun.
Right side. Still there. Hold
So,
your line.
so yeah, that'll be my Sunday nights from now on. So I'll have to practice
Still
that
there.
each week leading up to that.
Still there.
I'm just going to let off
To
here.
your right.
First lap on cold tires. Won't make that corner flat out. Okay, so I think I'm off to a reasonable start here at Spa. First lap on cold.
Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Quite familiar with this track now after racing it multiple seasons. I think this was the first track I was racing Skippy on. May have been the first one. I believe it was when I moved over to the Skippy series from the Mazdas. Oh! All over the shop.
Car left. Hold your line.
Managed
Still
to
there.
hold it though,
Clear
that's the
left.
important part. Guy's a bit of a wild man, alright.
On your right. Right side's clear.
Good practice though for the race sessions, driving close with another driver here. It's all drafting on this track, so your kind of overall times aren't nearly as important as driving close with other people and not colliding. Which is not always the case in these Skip Arbor tracks. Better let him get out of your area because he'll spoil all your laps. Yeah. Well, I just really want the practice of the close racing here. I think really what I'm after. This other fella behind me is looking to push on here. That's a 1X.
Left side. Clear left. Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Right side's clear. Car right.
That's
Clear
trying
right.
to let him go there.
Car right.
Oh.
Right side's clear.
Alright, that's practice for you. Yeah, difficult to keep the car on the inside lines, that's for sure. Inside the lines, yeah. Especially on this track. You get punished so quickly as well
All clear,
on
pit
Spa
exit, you can
for...
push now.
punished so quickly on Spa for going slightly off the track. Sure, I'm catching up to the lads here now. Using that shortcut coming out of the pits. Through Wuhan? What does that mean?
Car left. Clear left.
Not good. Oh, name of the corner to the left. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I get you. I don't know all the names to all the corners here.
All clear. Push now.
I probably should. I've been driving this track for, like, I don't know how long. big space on the right, yeah. What type of setup are you running here? You're running Spa, Paul, are you? What type of setup are you running? How low's the SPO going for you? And what kind of lap times are you getting? I think so far I'm kind of where I was last time with 250s. I'd love to break the 250 mark though and get down into 249 or 248 territory. Wrong one. Anti-roll bar 8, yeah. Springs at 5. I think I may have them at 4. I probably could go down to 5. I was just worried about a few of the curbs here, but I didn't really test it. I almost kind of look at what Ben does and take one click off it because I know he likes it really low. And he probably has the ability to get away with it better than I do. I'm worried, especially on that chicane at the end there, those two red sausage curbs. If I hit them, if you're at 5, does it rip your front wing off? I'm not sure. So I just know from Ben's setups, he likes it as low as possible, knowing that you need to avoid particular curves, you know? I don't think it's really the softness or stiffness. I think it's the ride height. How low the body is to the ground, right? So it's whether when you hit a curb, whether your front wing gets ripped off or not. At least that's what I always assumed it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, why is my music not starting? I've been having this issue a little bit. Maybe I need to relink my Spotify with the panel or something. All right, cool. So there's our about to jump into our race session. So get some qualification. Top of the morning to y'all. I got my morning coffee here. All right, Paul. Yeah, you saw my coffee. You had to go get one yourself. That's nice too. Yeah, might have to take a break between races and go down and get another one. Yeah, it's exciting to get in the Monday morning session here. Not something I'm used to doing. Still planning on going live tonight, usual time, either 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. All depends on how the kids get to bed and all that. And make sure you stay tuned as well. That coming out with a new project very soon with a couple of other streamers on Twitch. So stand by. Maybe join up to the join us to the Discord. The link is, if you're on Twitch and you scroll down, the link's below. You can check it out there. Alright, so we're into our session here. We can jump into our full screen game. And a little bit of time for practice. Let's jump out on the track and get that done. About 30 seconds or so.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Might as well take all the practice I can get here. I think I found a better balance for my graphics as well, which is
19 Celsius.
Always a bit of a struggle for me in this game, just because my computer is a little bit dated. So driving the Ferrari in the VRS practice last night, I was having some graphics issues, and made some adjustments to compensate for that. It seems to have really smoothed everything out in Spa as well for me. I tried out the 90 Hertz in the Quest 2 here, and my PC can pretty much just not handle it. So I'm gonna have to stick with the 71 Hertz until I can get a new CPU and motherboard and potentially new graphics card. But we'll see. Definitely CPU is next. I have a 3rd gen i7 in here at the moment. It's pretty old. It was like one of the best ones I could buy, but it was like 2013 or 2014, so it's pretty old. And it's really done well for me through all that time.
All right, Colin, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
I have a good friend of mine that works in the IT world in Canada, and kind of recommended when I was buying my PC to make sure I got the best CPU I could get. Yeah, I've swapped out graphics cards a couple times through this PC's life, but man, the CPU, it was really good advice, really sound advice, so I would pass that recommendation on to anybody else who's looking to get a gaming PC and get into that world. It's just get the best CPU motherboard you can. You can replace all the other parts really easily, but the CPU is kind of like, you know, it's everything, isn't it? Especially for this game.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 19 Celsius.
Oh, I took an off track. That's horrific. Let's take this corner nice and early, nice and slow. Let's not have any surprises. So I've also been trying to do this, like scrubbing the tires or flogging the tires or whatever you call it, to get heat in them, like on the warm-up laps. But every time I do, I end up crashing the car. So I need to get better at that, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is just play it safe and drive a normal lap. But yeah, it's definitely a skill or a technique in its own, swerving the car around and getting the heat into the tires. I see a lot of the top streamers kind of doing that. Every time I try, though, I end up crashing the car. I think I need to just do a practice session and get that skill down. Kind of like turn and brake and turn and brake. Okay, we're coming up on the last chicane here from the bus stop. There we go, first time lap, Spa-Francorchamps, Skip Harbor. All right, Paul, welcome back. Okay, I didn't really do that the nicest. How's the coffee this morning, anyhow? Usually I'm working on a Friday, but sadly we had booked a holiday, myself and the wife, and to go away with the kids to Centre Park in Longford here in Ireland. It was actually postponed from March due to COVID, and we booked it for now, but due to COVID again, obviously it can't happen. So because we're in full lockdown here in Ireland, so we've postponed it again. So we're able to push the booking back, which has been really good actually by the company. I'm sure they're taking huge losses pushing all these bookings back. But yeah, sadly, I should be kind of doing some really fun family stuff this weekend, and so we'll make the most of it. We'll do lots of streaming. Forget about the family. Kids are at school right now anyway, so no problem. So heating the tires, saw I'm doing it. Yeah, I just can't seem to get away with it, you know? I'm sure there's like a technique or something that I'm missing. Or maybe I just don't have that ultimate control of the car yet, you know? That just comes with time and practice. I'm feeling like the car's a little bit slidey on me today. It might take me a little while to settle in here. Might be from driving that VRS last night. I'm just kind of losing that ultimate feel on the Skippy. I didn't think that'd be a thing at first when I was playing iRacing, because in my past they do it with the clutch button, do they? I have a clutch button here. I use it for upshifting in the Skippy only. Okay, what kind of lap is that now? 252.
That lap time was 252.46.
Not my best time. Well, Ben Evans was showing on his channel the other night where he was just like, you just turn and then brake and then turn and then brake and then turn and then brake. Which I can get into a rhythm where I'm doing it, but then I always end up fucking it up, you know? So maybe I just need to do a practice session and figure it out, you know? Okay, so where are we now? We were P5 when we qualified. Oh, we're right at the back anyways of the people that have actually put down times. See if we recognize anybody on this list here. I certainly don't, and this is not a time of day where I'm used to running, so yeah, I don't recognize anybody here. What kind of I ratings are we looking at here? 1.9, 1.7, so we might be in like split 2. I think I've been running in split 3s and 4s with the iRating drop over the last little while. You did a quality lap and it was your record lap. Wow, man, that's cool. Yeah, Ben's doing bad here. Yeah, I think tonight he's given up, and I was watching his channel last night. I don't know if you were watching, and he was doing he's going to do Wreckfest tonight, I think, with a little bit of Skippies as well. But yeah, doing Wreckfest, something non-iRacing, which is not something I've seen on his channel yet. Yeah, you saw his stats. Yeah. It's interesting, anyways, watching how some of the guys do. But yeah, it's funny. It's definitely a different type of mentality when you're racing at this track. I think what I need to do is get back to what I was doing that was giving me success in getting the iRating, was focusing on just top 10 finishes and not trying to push for the victory every time, which is what was getting me in trouble.
Session P9.
Okay, so we're in P9 anyhow. Looking forward to the race here. Hopefully we can stay out of trouble. We're right in the middle of the pack, so and we're on the inside. I like being on the outside of this first corner because it gives any options. Anybody that's watching, feel free to throw in a bet there if you happen to be on Twitch. The betting system works. Left to bed FAQ. There's the explanation on how it all works. Oh, and I don't have the chat box up. Let me get that up on screen there as well. There we go. Yeah, and he's doing it all between the other best drivers in top split, yeah. And that's the thing, you know, all the guys know each other as well, so I think they sometimes take liberties with one another when they're racing. They all seem to know each other, where I'm the opposite. I'm racing against people generally I don't really know them, or I know some people, but not everybody, you know. I think that's the thing when you get to top split and there's nowhere else to go with the guys with the highest iRating. Every time they drive, they're just driving against all the same people all the time, every night. Yeah, and it can wear on you. I guess you go through hot streaks and cold streaks, and people take advantage of that. You know, people are watching him live on Twitch, and they know when it's time to take advantage when he's having a bad night. You know, looks like we're ready to go here.
Nine laps. Okay, Colin. Here we go.
Skip Barber, Spa-Francorchamps.
Go, go, go. Left side. Still there.
Okay, we made it through clean. Hopefully we don't have somebody trying to overtake us on our road share. Let's just take it a little handy coming up the hill. They'll be slow anyways. A group of them up the top. Get a nice slingshot off one of these guys if we can make our way through. I may just hang back here because we have a little bit of space.
Don't go crazy.
I'm just going to hang back.
On your right.
This guy can have the spot.
Still there. Clear right. On your right. Still there.
I say
Right
that and then
clear.
I can test him for it. Alright, so now let's get these tires warmed up and then we can attack.
Car right. Still there. Clear right. Car right. You're still there. Clear right.
Okay, that's always a dangerous one in the first lap there. The invisible corner. Well, these guys went a lot slower there than I thought they were going to. Alright, so far so good. Haven't made any positions or attacked yet at all, but we're safe, and that's the important part. Oh, we got a jumper there.
Car left. Still there. You're still there. Still there. Clear left.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, the guy behind me has no nose cone, yeah.
Just flat.
He's definitely one to watch out for then. Okay, we made some gains on the guys behind, so it takes a little bit of pressure off. So it looks like we're in P8 now, so we're in good position for the rest of the race. Let's continue getting these tires all warmed up on this lap. Stick with this pack here, hopefully. Maybe wait for a few mistakes.
Car ahead is Ryan. On your left. He's still there. Hold your line.
There's some mistakes first.
There's an incident in turn 9. You think it might be Boland. Nice one, Colin. Good pass. Nice front.
We're lucky we didn't get mixed up in that, I tell you. Let's see if we can take advantage now. Say Will behind us here is going to catch us easily on the straight.
What the fuck are you doing?
Probably a little bit too far behind Robert. But if Will can get a slingshot from us, he can catch him and then we can catch back.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
That corner there kind of always ruins that, doesn't it?
The leader's just done it. 250.34.
251.8. Definitely need to improve my times here. Now that we have a bit of space, might be possible.
Car right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. Bad luck, Colin. Come on, don't let him get away.
Oh, I took an off track for that there.
We just had a warning for
Be
cutting the
careful.
track.
That was a weird place to get it. Whoa! That was a little too hard there, the braking. Unpredictable. Oh, and I got that corner all wrong. Alright, let's see if I can make up some more time down the bottom half of this. Need to stay with Will here. Looks like he got that all wrong.
On your right. He's still there. Clear right.
Just tuck in behind him here. No point in pushing the issue here. We'll wait till the straight. Should get him before the bends.
Car right. He's still there. Still there. Clear right.
Yeah, you got that all wrong there.
The leader has just
Oh,
done
what happened to him behind me?
249.48.
Did he go off there? I didn't cause anything, did I? I don't think so. He's gone anyways, unless he went into pit. Alright, we gotta try and find a way to catch Robert in front of us. Not having anybody to draft off, these guys are going to draft themselves away from me.
The gap behind is now 2.1 seconds.
Unless they get spicy, you know, looks like they're getting spicy. Hopefully I handle this okay. I haven't had any clean air yet. Well, for a little while anyways. Well, these guys are fighting and we're definitely catching them. Such a dangerous corner that I feel like I'm going to wipe out every time I go in there. Probably a good way to feel about it anyway, so you respect it. Alright, we're making gains on these lads. 2 seconds now. We're still too far to draft, so they're going to gain on us here. We're 8 seconds down on first. Or second, I guess.
The leader has just done a 2:49.54.
Sorry, Ferg.
That's your best lap in the session.
Okay, lap times are improving.
Please. Dive bomb. You know?
Okay, and yet again, we're still just outside drafting position here. We're closer to them than we were, though. Close to a 1X, didn't get it though.
Behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Okay, we're gaining a bit on the guys in front of us, and we're being gained on by the guy behind us. So if I can somehow get in these guys' draft, it'll pull me away from Gasper behind us.
The leader's just done a 2:48.92. Okay, Colin, that's half distance. We think about 5 laps of fuel remaining. That's your best lap in this session. Push, push, push. We can get this guy.
Okay, lap time's still improving. We might just be within drafting range here.
You're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 1.3
Got it, buddy.
seconds.
Okay, we're still gaining on them. Oh, and I kind of messed up there. That'll lose a little bit of time.
Nice line.
Okay, definitely in drafting zones here now.
The gap ahead is now 0.7. The leader has just done 2:48.75.
We're all clumping up here, and Gasper's going to probably catch us as well.
Good lap.
Got
That's
my
your best in the
2:49.
session. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
So the draft had a lot to do with that. Yeah, force them into a mistake, yeah. Or take advantage of a mistake. They're going too wide here.
Car left. He's still there. Clear left. Okay, Colin.
Took
Just
the
cut
1X
track.
there.
Just fucking idiot.
He's going to defend.
Car right. Right side's clear. Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
Alright, we're right with them anyways. Should make for a fun last lap, I think. And we got a couple laps actually. It's lap 7 of 9.
Side. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, we got around them, but obviously there's going to be some back and forth now coming up on the straight.
P3, 2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium.
And we got that all wrong there. And it looks like Thomas is caught up as well. So we're now a 3-person pack, 4-person pack.
Car left. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
It's got very dark all of a sudden. Can't believe I didn't get a 1X there.
Car right.
Oh, that was close to a rear ending.
Right side's clear. Car right. Still there.
Not really the best place for this guy
Still
to attempt the overtake.
Still there.
Considering
Hold
there's
your
a straightaway
line.
here,
Right.
I'll just let them through. I'm not too concerned. We have a full lap here.
Left side. He's still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Oh, oh, oh,
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track.
Managed to get away
Between
from
the white
that.
lines. P4.
Looks like it's me and Robert. Unless Gasper can make up some difference here.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 0.8.
This is what happened to me last night? 2 nights ago, I got run off the track here as I went to overtake the person on the front straight.
Car right. Still there. Clear right. Nice move, mate. All right, Colin, don't let this guy distract you.
All right, it's going to all come down to the final straight, I think. Take it nice and safe through here. I really want that I rating. I don't care if it's third or fourth. We'll go for third, though. Potentially these guys are going to be a drafting tandem behind me, though.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 12 seconds.
So hopefully I don't get taken by both of them. Stay straight to the inside here.
Car left. Clear left.
Oh, and they collided.
Looks like P4 has gone off in the chicane.
All right, and we got it. We got our P3
Well done,
podium.
Colin. Great drive.
Get
That's
in
a
there.
podium.
Wow, that was a good race. That was lots of fun.
Good race there, Colin. Couple of full-on moves there, Gaspar, but tough driving.
Buena carrera, Marco.
Cheers, Robert. Lots of fun there.
Same with you, Thomas. That was a tough move on you. We were racing good then.
Yeah, they both collided. Well, we go back and have a look. I kind of figured it was going to come down to them because having the right side there, you're kind of safe, aren't you? Oh, whoops, wrong lap. And let's go back a driver. We'll go back 2 drivers, see what the story is here. I was just hoping to not get rear-ended there, really. Oh, and I was very lucky that he didn't come into me, and all 3 of us didn't get taken out. We go into a cockpit, will we? Chase cockpit. Oh, and where's my manners? Let's get a bit of music on. Yeah, very, very lucky he didn't hit me. Yeah, Robert broke very late there, I think. His braking point is much later than mine anyhow. I don't know if it's incorrect, but certainly when you're going in with a lot of people in the corner. I know for me, now I'm no expert, but I'm usually looking at this second blob of dirt here. I don't know what you do, Paul, but that little bit of dirt that's there. See this first little bit. I'm always... and then there's a little bit of a gap here. I brake right here, and it looks like he didn't start until about here. So when this car drifted over, but I mean, it's not really his fault too, because the number 2 car drifted over in his braking zone. Looks like a little bit of net code, but sure, you're not gonna... Wow, and that was close, wasn't it? Should make a clip of this. I'll just watch my car the whole time. The beautiful paint job. Yeah, he's really drifting over, which you can't do in the braking zone. You have to hold your line, right? So I can't see it being Robert's fault. Oh, that was close. Yeah, very lucky to get through clean. Yeah, same for you, Paul. Yeah, I think that's kind of the known spot. I actually didn't watch Ben's track guide this week. I probably should. I think I will before tonight. Although I did sneakily tune into his track guide at the beginning and just catch what SPO he was running. Cold coffee, it's still nice. Still nice. The coffee downstairs would be cold. My coffee maker only keeps the coffee hot for about 25 minutes. So I'd have to go down and start it, and then it probably won't be warm by the time race starts anyways, and then I'll be back with the helmet on. So maybe I'll just leave it and get into another race. Yeah, but don't know what I'm going to do tonight, if I'm going to look into doing a bit of VRS or if I'm just going to go back with the Skippies. We'll see. It takes a lot out of you, doesn't it, these spa races? They're very yeah, they're pretty heavy. All the strategy that's going on in them and everything, you know. Yeah, they're pretty heavy. So you know, you're kind of halfway through and you're battling back and forth. And you're like, Jesus, only halfway through this race. But man, tons of fun, lots of back and forth battling, and that's Skip Barber racing at its finest, I think. On tracks like Spa, where you get a bit of draftiness. There's skill sections as well. Track kind of has a little bit of everything. But yeah, it is frustrating, I would imagine, for the drivers that, you know, like Sassy probably, that are really, really good. And then a guy like me can hang with them because I can just keep catching up on the straights. But I think there's enough skill sections in there to, like, for them to gap me enough, you know. Is doing VRS an offline thing? No, it's just a different series, Paul. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen here. I'm still doing the website. So yeah, VRS is the name of a series. So it's a GT kind of thing. I've never really done the closed wheel cars before. But let me see. I think it's down near the bottom. Yeah, it's like on the very bottom. It's this one here, VRS GT Sprint Series. No, so the series is like a normal series on iRacing, like the Skip Barber series. You do need a B class license to qualify for it, so I don't know what class your license is. I assume you have one. And then what I'm doing is I joined a league. So Snail Racing is running a league on Sundays. So I think it's actually closed right now, the registration. So they're doing kind of like a test because they've never run a league before. So on Sunday nights they're doing like a test. So they had a closed group of people that they asked that were part of the community to join. So I joined up, just I'll give it a go, you know. And it's going to follow the series, right? So it'll be the same tracks every week as the series. And then I think they're doing like just test races till the end of this season, and then next season they're going to open it up as an official like race, you know, official league or whatever to join. So I don't know if you've ever joined a league or not, but maybe you might want to look into it, you know, for next season if it's something that interests you. I'm going to be streaming it anyways on Sunday nights. I think it's okay to stream. I better double check with Annie and Larry. I'll send them a message and make sure it's okay to stream the league. Because I usually stream everything I'm doing on iRacing here anyways. Actually, speaking of that, let's register for this next race before I forget. Oh, and the Radicals are at Suzuka this week, which looks awesome. I'd love to do a bit of that too, but yeah, just don't have all the time, right? Don't have all the time in the world. And maybe we can have a quick look at iRating here as well. We'll go over to our Chrome page, just updating that there. And see what the iRating gain was for the last race. See if we can turn this frown upside down here. Yeah, so P3, that was second split. Yeah, okay, very nice. 1651, pretty low strength of field for second race. And yeah, we got a plus 75, so we're back up to 1642. So we're getting back up there in the iRating. Get myself back up to, so another good result here will get me into a happy place, I think, iRating wise. A quick return back up to 1700s or something like that would be great. You know, let me hit the join the session here. SR, yeah, my SR is always high. I'm 3.2 in a B class license, 3.02. So yeah, generally I keep my SR pretty high. I don't really, I try to avoid collisions as much as possible. So I usually don't concern myself with it, but I suppose, oh, did I gain? Oh, sorry. I would imagine so. I think I only had like 2x, didn't I? Here, let me pull it up here. Yeah, I gained 0.04. And incidents. Oh, I had 4 incidents. So yeah, oh, that's right. Because I had the one at the beginning, the very beginning, where I had to go off the track. And then there was the one at the end where I had to go off the track on the second last lap. Yeah, so yeah, I gained 0.04, yeah. So, yeah, nice. Not too shabby, not too bad. And okay, we're loading into our race session here now. You had a win yesterday, but only +1 and 4x. Oh, I see, out of your SR. Man, you seem to rack up the wins, Paul. That's unreal. I need to put another star on my car as well, because I had that win the other night and I still haven't done that. So maybe this afternoon, when the kids are playing in the living room, I'll bring the laptop down on the couch and add a star to my car in Photoshop or something. Figure that one out. Yeah, looking forward to another race here now. Excited after getting a good result there. Bit negative the other night. I was driving. I don't know if you were on or not, Paul. But yeah, I was driving. Oh no, I don't think you were. And somebody hit me on the track, and then there was all kinds of people complaining about. Well, there was 2 guys complaining that I hit them, but I was clearly like run into. So it was a little bit kind of just felt negative. You know, I don't know if you ever get into that kind of situation where somebody just gets all chatty on the radio about something that you did, and I clearly didn't do it. And then we looked at it afterwards, and it was quite clear that I wasn't the one that made the mistake. But hey, I guess these things happen, right? Well, I probably should open up the Discord as well. All right, cool. Oh, I see Pat was hitting me up on Discord. We're gonna have a new. Do you do Discord at all, Paul? Is that something you're a part of? You into any of the Discord channels for any of the streamers? I have a Discord channel going here, but there's about to be a new update to the Discord situation, so it'd be nice if you could join us over there as well. Kind of takes the chat room offline as well when we're not on. Loads of discussion and topics and all that kind of fun happening offline. You can find the Discord, the link to my current Discord there on my Twitch page if you scroll down.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Not a social media fan, yeah. Well, Discord is kind of I don't know if you've ever used it at all. It's really like a closed shop, so it would really just be people that are in the chat room here,
Like
or fans of the actual page itself. So it's really just the chat offline, rather than a full-blown social media platform. It's like a mini kind of platform. Something I didn't understand before. I never really used Discord, but yeah, I'm falling in love with it. The more I'm playing with it and figuring out how all the bots work, and setting up different things and interlinking it with the channels. So when I go live, it like pops up in Discord. All that kind of stuff. Posting things about racing and the races. And oh, you have Discord for the VR Church. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, cool. And how's that going as well? Any new updates or advancements with that? Just cooked it there a bit too much. Easy to happen on the first lap. Yeah, and you've not been on lately yet. Yeah, Discord seems to be something that like completely passed me by anyways. Like I don't know how I missed out on it. Corner with no name. They all have no names to me. Because I never remember them. And even Eau Rouge is not actually called Eau Rouge, is it? Or it's not supposed to be. It's just what everybody calls it.
Just done on 250.75.
Yeah, I know. I just mean, I was just making a joke that none of the corners have names to me because I don't remember them. You know what Spa needs is a Moss corner. Wow, I spun it there too. I better get this under control. I think that's what always happens to me when I start driving on the Skippy after a race. And I've just driven a load of laps where the tires warm up and then I come back to cold tires and I can't handle it. You know, so I gotta figure that out some way here. You know all the names of the corners on Nordschleife? Jesus. What about Nordschleife and the Nürburgring combined?
That's a new fastest lap for Korea, 250.52.
You're joking, yeah. I'd say there's people out there that do, Paul. So there's lots of people that know all the corners. There's some videos on YouTube as well because Spa used to be like Nordschleife, right? It used to be a track about that size. Extremely dangerous. And there's a video, I found a video on YouTube where they drive the old track. So at Eau Rouge there used to be a left-hander and then a right-hander up a different hill, essentially. And that's what they were saying was Eau Rouge, just a river that runs underneath the track there. But actually, John got me to link it in the Discord. Grand Prix the Killer Years. It's on Daily Motion. You can search for it on Daily Motion. Oh, brilliant little documentary about the killer years of auto racing, right? Where all the drivers were dying in like the 60s and 70s when cars became extremely fast but extremely deadly before all the safety measures were brought in. Brilliant documentary, BBC documentary.
The leader's just done at 249.58.
You never saw the old Spa track? Well, apparently, like you can drive it, like because it's just country roads now around the actual race course. Spa used to connect 3 towns together, and you can drive it, and the curbs are still there. Like there's little like lay-bys on the roads where the chicanes were, and you can drive over to them, and you can see bits of the chicane still there.
59.
So I wonder if it has it in the game. Let's have a look here. Where you can see the country road. I don't know. So it should actually be here, right at the bottom. There should be like a country road over here. Like to the left. Can I stand up? No, it doesn't let you stand up, but there should be a country road to the left there. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it going up the hill there. Just off in the distance. And the river is actually Eau Rouge under it, and that was Eau Rouge. Like that was the name of Eau Rouge, was that corner right over top of the river here at the bottom. And then it went out the countryside. So this was all brought in for safety.
Okay, Colin, you need to watch the track limits.
Spa was the most deadly track in the world. It was known to be the most deadly track in the world, and the drivers started refusing to drive here. So that's why they remade it like this, essentially. And then I think it did change, and they did put in that Eau Rouge corner, and then the track used to go straight here. And then this was the way out into the countryside, was kind of straight through here and down that way.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Let's pull in rather than get a black flag there. We're almost ready for a race session here anyhow. But yeah, what a wonderful track though, Spa. The elevation changes, everything about it is beautiful. As we've discussed before, it may not be my favorite track for Skip Barbers. The car's a little underpowered for this track, but it's still fun. Yeah, I'd love to get over to Spa. I'd love to bring the kids over to Spa and see Formula 1 race someday. Which I may make, sure my youngest son is only, he's only 2 right now, so maybe in 2 or 3 years, it'd be good to get the guys over there. Sure, we'll join this race session here now. This will be the last, a bomb exploded there. We're in your city. Oh, fireworks. Oh, okay, Jesus. Is right now like a fireworks time of year? Is there like a celebration on in the Netherlands? They're extremely heavy. Yeah, and fireworks aren't nice for the dogs either. My dog at the moment handles them pretty good, but our previous dog used to like go ballistic if fireworks were going off. Whatever the high frequencies are, and I guess the low frequencies used to really upset her. So any of the nights in Ireland here, especially Halloween, New Year's, are big fireworks nights in Ireland. I'd have to like be holding her on the couch like as she was shaking, just so upset about everything that was going on. We put on loud music, everything, but it kind of wouldn't help. She'd be able to hear it through all that, you know. Obviously dogs' hearing is you know, pretty amazing. Poor things though. Okay, a little bit of practice time available there. I think we'll forego it though. I think I have enough practice on the track. One thing I might do though is just have a quick look at the field. Forbidden this year to do fireworks. Yeah, it's actually forbidden here always. It's actually not legal. It's not allowed, but people do, right? It's kind of, they kind of look the other way, I think. Yeah, and I don't actually recognize anybody on this list either, so I don't know if we've moved up or not. Whoa, we're car number 2, so I would safely say we're in the same split, or we've dropped down a split, either or. So yeah, a bit of pressure on being car number 2, I think. And what kind of I ratings are we looking at here around us? 1.6, 1.6, 1.5, 1.4. Okay.
The track temperature is falling. It's
So
now
I think we have an
20
opportunity to
Celsius.
do well here anyways. So hopefully we can do that. Qualification now going to start in about 10 seconds. So yeah, looking forward to getting out and see if we can get a win. Same split if my car number is high. Yeah, I'd say so. It's definitely different running at this time of day, isn't it, Paul? Like if I was running tonight, I'd probably be in the 4th split. Just so many more drivers on. Really popular track this. I saw 177 drivers on the other night. You know, which is really high participation for Spa. Just gonna add in one of missing one of the overlays here. Okay, there we go. Now let's get out on the track and let's get rocking. On the right scene. I'm on the right scene. Okay.
Exit's clear. Push. All right, Colin. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
See if I can get a better time than last time and start further up the grid, which may not actually be a good thing. Might be better for us to start further back.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 20 Celsius.
Wait for all the funny business to happen. Yeah, cheers, Paul. Try and have a good qualifying session here. Alright, 1x already. Don't want to be getting 1x's on your out lap. So that was one of the 4 I had last time. Didn't I get one on my out lap last time as well? Man, I love this game. Such a treat to be able to play it on a Friday morning. I tried out the 90 Hertz mode, Paul, on the Quest 2. Just got released this week. My computer is not fast enough to handle it. So I've gone back to the 72 Hertz mode. Although I did step down the graphics, so maybe I should try it again, but I'll try it in a non-race scenario. Let's try and get a good run at the line here. Are you still on the Rift S, Paul? Or have you you've gone for a Quest 2? Are you gonna look at an HP reverb? My only issue with the reverb, and as predicted, the tracking is brutal. I thought the Rift S was 80. Was it not? Or maybe it produces 90? I don't know. I thought it was 80. yeah, the HP reverb, apparently the image is amazing, but the tracking is really bad. So it's probably okay for, sim racing, you know, because you don't actually need really good tracking. But if you wanted to use your VR for anything else, like the hand controllers apparently are really bad and the tracking's meant to be very poor on it. I wouldn't trust anybody to do inside-out tracking aside from Oculus at the moment. Haven't seen anyone else do it right yet. Oh, the first rift, the CV1, yeah? Okay. So you're doing an upgrade then. CV1 would be a blurry mess compared to the headsets that are out on the market now. Okay, what kind of time do we get there? 2:51.6, so
P2.
much faster qualification time than last race. So far we're P2. I'm sure that'll slip down the lines here a little bit. The first riff without the S. Oh, you had the S and you returned it, was it? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the options there. Just want to see the results page. Okay, so far we're sitting P2. Much better than we were in the first race. I think we started right near the back of people that qualified. Wow, how did that person get a copyright logo in the middle of their name? How does that work? Yeah, you return the Rift S, yeah. Yeah, I played with the Rift S once or twice, but at the time when I was purchasing, I really wanted the Quest. The Quest is what I was looking for, because I'd kind of given up on PC gaming at that time, and I was thinking the Quest would be what I want. Oh, your mother bought it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I went with the Quest because I wanted to do non-PC gaming, and then they brought out the ability to connect the Quest to the computer, and I was like, and then when I was thinking about joining iRacing, they were kind of starting to perfect that whole Quest plugging into the computer thing, so I just went with it, bought a USB cable online, a cheap USB cable, and connected it up, and
That's the end of the session. P2.
and here we are, you know. Okay, starting P2. I didn't really expect that to be starting that high up the grid, but we'll see what happens here. Get your bets in now if you want your box bucks. Yeah, I suppose we missed the chance to qualify pole, huh? Just missed out. We'll still take it nice and easy off the start here. See what we can do. We're going to be in a big crunching pack of people going up this straight here. Yeah, you're a sitting duck. Yeah, that's for sure. So we'll let people go by us and do what we did last race, and then just try and settle in, get the tires warm over the first 2 laps, and then we'll begin to attack then. I think is the best way to go about it. So hopefully we just don't get rear-ended or something into one of these corners. Yeah, and the sharks are behind me. There's blood in the water, and it says BRR on it. But yeah, I think we got to. I think kind of like the last race, we have a shot at a victory here. If I can keep the car on the road and we can get ourselves into the race and get out of these first couple laps. It looks like any time I'm going to finish a race at Spa without crashing is going to be due to a bit of luck. And even in the last race, we had almost a very close accident in the last corner. Through no fault of my own, I would have been taken out there. But that's the way it goes. That's iRacing for you, right? And that's why it's so satisfying when you
Good
do it.
luck, racers.
Good luck. All black car here in front of us. Ahead of us is Travis Hart, number 12 car, and behind us we got the number 6 car. I guess that's Stephanie Petticolas. Or Stefan, is it? Let others stumbling on the first lap take my own line and speed. Yeah, that's right. And as well, if I see people behind me, I'm probably going to let them go. It's just going to be my strategy for the first few laps. I don't really want to contest corners
The air
too
temp
wide.
is 20 Celsius. 9 laps. Okay, Colin, be ready. Watch for the
Here we go.
lights. Go, go, go.
And we're off and going. Going to take this first corner a little bit wide here. Don't want any collisions or any rear endings.
Clear right. Car right. Clear right. Right side.
I don't know if he's short
Still
shifting
there.
or what he's doing.
Still there. Still
Certainly
there.
don't want to be going too wide up to Eau
Right
Rouge
side's
here.
clear. Good start.
So I'm definitely a sitting duck here. I'm just going to pull into the side, keep the foot to the floor, and allow some drafting.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Right side's clear.
Now let's just hang with the gang here. And try not to spin out on the first lap.
How fucking you slide, man?
Fast runners lose it, yeah. And we're just hanging back here. Just giving me the advantage of not having to take risks. Both of them, he's gone, is he? Oh, he's gonna hold it. He's gone. Can we get away from him? Oh, and just got away from him. This guy's defending already. No point in defending on this track. Not early in the race anyways. You almost want people to overtake you so you can get them on the straights. Well, at least I do.
Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
I'm gonna back out here.
Still there.
Whoa, and he
Clear
almost
left.
came into me. And I think it was wise that I backed out. You see that?
On your right. Clear right.
Sorry about that.
I think P5 has binned it in the chicane.
Alright, nothing you can do about that.
You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained. You've got plenty of fuel.
Nothing you can do about that. That's the most frustrating part about this
That'll
track.
teach me becoming a fucking rookie race.
There was no way that fellow was making that corner, and it's very unfair, being, you know, where I was. I always do that. I mean, there was no way he was going to make that corner. Man, really unfair. Okay. We'll see if we can salvage some iRating here.
All clear. Push now.
But I've driven Spa quite a bit before, and I've been rear-ended there a lot. So I'm not going to let it get me down or anything like that. That's just part of driving Skip Barber race at Spa. You're going to get rear-ended at that chicane. It's frustrating that people can't brake in the braking zone. And he wasn't anywhere behind me, too. He swerved into me as he was braking. You have to hold your line in the braking zone. So there's absolutely nothing I could have done different there to prevent that from happening. But sure, we're in P14. Could be a lot worse.
In La Source. It looks like Vissa.
We're car number 2, unfortunately, though, so that kind of means we're going to have a big iRating loss, I'd say, due to the strength of field. But if we can work our way back up to P10. Maybe through a few incidents here, we can get our way back. 39 seconds behind the next car, though. I just have to remember that tires are still cold, so that was the reason why I had that off track there.
The leader has just done a 251.55.
Yeah, look, I just try not to get too upset. Mistakes happen, right? I've done it. You know, I've rear-ended people into corners and felt terrible about it. He did apologize.
Okay, Colin, the next car is Ludwig.
Nobody wants to crash into people and be out of the race, you know, so there's no point in getting too upset. Not this early in the morning anyways. Maybe if I had a few beers and it was later tonight and we're driving and things aren't going well for me and I made a few mistakes as well, then I can start hurling some abuse. But hey man, that's racing, right? As my old man always says, if you can't take a joke, you can't own a car. Okay, it looks like we got a victim here anyways. We made up a lot of time on Orist. Let's see if we can set some hot laps here. And Mark Lay went in there. So we got a couple spots up for grabs here. We got spot with Mark here, and then Orest is 14 seconds ahead. So we gained about 15 seconds on him. I don't know, he must have had an incident or something. Let's say Mark was went in and got a fast repair done. We're within drafting zones here, so we should catch him. Hopefully we can work with Mark and catch the rest.
Colin, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 1.4 seconds.
That's right, everybody has different skills as well, Paul. Losing iRating and driving in some lower splits as well isn't going to help my situation. Although I think we were second split anyways, but that's what happens, you know. Those things happen. They happen to high iRating drivers as well.
Track limits, watch those lines.
So we got 6x, so I gotta watch that. Because I'm sure we got 4x for that collision, so that's not helping. right up to Mark anyways by the end of this straight. Get a little bit of distance between us and Mark here so we can have a run at him over the top of Eau Rouge. There we go.
Car left.
Good
Still
slingshot
there.
off him.
Clear left.
Oh, and I kind of messed that up.
Keep it nice
Probably
and
coming in
tight.
there hotter than usual. Lost a bit of SR for that. Didn't really get that corner quite right, but seems to be gaining on Mark here. If he has enough to catch up and overtake us on the front straight, then might help us catch some other drivers. Yeah, too much speed. Because of the draft, and that's true, and that's something that you do have to worry about. And I always, when I'm in behind another driver, I always brake that much earlier, so I find my usual braking zone and I adjust accordingly and make sure I'm braking a couple feet in front of it. Well, number one, you don't know if they're going to brake earlier than you, and number two,
V12.
okay, made up a couple spots there. Just as you described, Paul, that the draft could have you going faster than you're used to, right?
The gap behind is now 0.9.
Say Mark will make up a little bit of time here on the straight. Maybe not, he might be just a bit too far back. I'm not doing that section as good as I usually do. Coming in with too much speed out of that straight. This corner is all about patience, isn't it, Paul? You just need to wait so you can get the foot to the floor coming out of it. Those two corners I find are both patience. Like, you need the right line in that no-name corner there. Oh, and another 1X.
Pay attention attention to track limits. Please, Colin.
This one's going to be an SR killer this race. And hopefully not an IR killer if we can make up a few more spots. We're going to need some crashes though. Not that I'd be wishing anybody to crash. Oh, come on, crash. See,
push, push, we can get this guy.
Oh, it looks like the 8 car, something's happened there. Must be gone into the pits. Or not the 8 car, the 12 car. So we got a chance there. A couple cars gone in. Maybe a bit of spiciness going on. Hopefully we can come out in front of them. Long way to go though, and they get the shortcut out of the pits.
Alright, Colin, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
There's a lot of tight packs of cars up ahead, just looking up the relative board here.
We're at the halfway point. We estimate 5 laps of fuel left.
Okay, so those cars did go in and come out. So they're all within like 11 seconds anyways. A few cars there. Pity we had to tow in that time. We were just past the pit entry as well. If I was more careful, I probably may have been able to get it into the pits, you know, if I had thought of it. Okay, that's a better entry into this section here.
Car in front is Hart.
Okay, so Hart has lost time now. Something wrong with his car.
The gap behind is now 2.2 seconds.
Okay, there's Hart anyways.
The leader has just done 250.06.
Okay, starting to see some cars here. Maybe some more spiciness. Or us to Travis are within range so we can see that 10th place.
Fastest lap
Coveted
time
10th
was
place.
251.10.
Fucking useless or what, man?
It's always my goal after an incident. Got a bit of work here now to get back into, get into Travis's draft though. Four seconds off him. picking up time fast on him. Whoa, I almost lost it.
The leader's just done a 249.85.
Alright, I thought I got a good out there. Good exit.
The gap to Hart ahead is now 3.1 seconds.
Okay, we made up almost a whole second there on that lap on him. So if we can make up another second, then we'll be into kind of drafting territory, hopefully. Close to drafting territory. Oh, and there's some other cars in. Some freebie spots for us.
P11, 2 laps remaining.
Looks like he blew this corner here big time. Is Travis the guy who was P1 beside us to start? So definitely getting a draft off him here. Probably too far to get by him on the straight. But we'll get right up to him anyways. I want that 10th place. He's swerving. This will only make him go slower. Been waiting for me to catch up now. Might be a bit of pressure on him. See if we can force a mistake. See if he's feeling the pressure. He's definitely feeling the pressure, all right.
Car left. He's still there.
Yeah, wait for the straight. I'm not too pushed here either on this back straight. He can kind of have it. I'm not going to battle him for the corner. We got this front straight coming up, right?
Incident in the chicane. We think it might be Oyala. Last lap, you've just done a 250.77. Left side.
Does he want me to have it? I was short shifting there on purpose.
He's still there. Still there. Clear left. Well done, Colin. Nice move, mate.
We'll make him go around the outside here.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there. your line. Clear left.
I'll duck in here, actually. No point in contesting it. We still have our final straight.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
See if we can get a draft off this guy in front if we do well enough. It's worth the risk.
Left side. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
It worked out for us. Ah, very nice.
Yellow flag. Watch out. P9. That's
Went
it.
from 11th
We're
to
done.
9th on the last lap. I figured that guy might come into play there, and generally what I would have done was tried to hold up to overtake him on the last lap.
Nice following, that was awesome.
Yeah, great racing there. Really enjoyed that. Thanks for that. Yeah, so another quality race here, Paul. Even though with the first early incident, we seemed to make something of it, and have a bit of fun in the process. So I think that deserves a last lap rewatch, huh? I think we all know what happened on the first lap. We watched it when we were in the pits there, right? So let's go back to the final lap here and see how it all went down. Pull it out into the chase view. Yeah, really enjoyable racing so far at Spa. I know it can be really frustrating, like when we get taken out. I'm just going to know that it could happen a lot tonight, and I'm just going to have it in my mind that it's going to happen. These things are going to happen, so I'm not going to get upset about them. And I'm just going to enjoy the close racing that we're going to have with others like Travis here. We had some great racing there. Yeah, he just got caught. Obviously, the other driver decided to move in front of him instead of me. So I guess I made the right choice by going to the one side. I figured that was the inside on the final straight, so that's why I went there. Oh, I love the car, the kind of stealth Puma look. So I think it did pay off here. This was the right move to just let him go rather than contesting this corner, because I figured there'd be no way we'd catch those other drivers up there if I contested it with them. So it's just pulling behind him, let him have it. And then I figured I'd get my shot on the final straight anyways. Yeah, fun is the most important for me. I wouldn't do this unless it was fun, right? I wouldn't be playing this this game, right? So if I'm getting upset and throwing my headset on the ground every time somebody rear ends me, I mean, what's the point, right? I might as well be upset at other things that matter in life. You know? Sure, I got enough to be upset about outside of iRacing world, as we all do. So yeah, Travis was having difficulties with that corner there. We caught up to him a few times, and this is where I saw us really gaining on the 2 cars in front, and I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's go for this. Because normally I would slip in behind him here and let him have it, and then try and take him on the final straight. Worried that he's going to overtake me easily here now. But just thinking that I had a shot at getting the back end of this car in a bit of draft. And we certainly did anyways. But we got a better exit out of that corner anyways than him, and then put us into the draft. Really pulled us along. It was actually a bad move by the guy in the green car, because that's not how you want to take that corner. And it really just held up Travis. And I was thinking right here, I was like, I'm going to get rear-ended by 2 cars now. So I just wanted to get out of there as quick as possible. They both made it through cleanly as well. And I guess Travis got his extra spot, so he probably wasn't too disappointed. But yeah, fair enough. Really enjoyed that. Great race. Oh, the green car lost his nose cone. There's somebody who lost one on the last lap that we saw sitting on the road here. I wonder if it was him. Or it looked like it was blue, I think. But yeah, really enjoyable race there. Have a look at the iRating gains and SR losses. I'm sure of it. And then going to call it quits on the day here. Going to have to go pick up one of my kids from school now and get on with real life for a few hours. And then we'll get back onto some more iRacing tonight. So let's see if that updated on this page, or do I got to pull it over on this page? See if it updated here on my personal page. And what did we finish there? Oh no, it doesn't look like it updated there. I'll try again. But yeah, we got a +3 out of that 9th place. So we're up to 1645, and then a -5 on the SR. So we're down to 3.01 on the SR. Yeah, no, it still hasn't updated on the other page. Can drag this across, show you the board here, Paul, if you're interested. So for upshifting, I use, I suppose I'll have to show you here. So upshifting, there's kind of 2 options which seem to be the best options. Well, I guess there's 3 options, right? There's either lifting and shifting up, which you can do, or there's like tapping your clutch while you shift up. Like you can keep the foot to the floor and tap the shift while you go up. I think Sassy was saying that either way is the same. Like he can't really see a difference between either method. So what I did, and this was just because I didn't really know anything about the game, was I set a clutch button on the wheel. So I do have a clutch pedal as well, which I use in cars that require a full clutch. And I use it off the start as well in this. But I have a button on the wheel that's exactly opposite from the shifter. So I like press the 2 of them at the same time, and it just upshifts. And then when I downshift, I blip the throttle. So every time I downshift, I hit the gas as I'm going down through the gears as well. And I find manual throttle blips, you can stop the car a lot quicker than you can when you use the auto blip. The auto blip isn't as good. And you can also kind of blip and then hold the gas. You probably see Race Driver 77 do it a lot, where he downshifts and he puts his foot on the, like he blips and then holds, and you hear his engine like roaring as he's going through the corners, and that's kind of what he's doing there, I think. Anyways, yeah, the auto blip is good, and I used to use it, and I use it for some cars as well. Like so in the Radical, I need to use the auto blip because I'm just not good enough with the manual blipping, or maybe it's just not a good thing to do in that car. Yeah, definitely with the Skip Barber, the manual blipping seems to really help me get the car stopped faster. I can like whatever anybody says is their braking zone, I can generally brake a little bit later and still be safe. And you can kind of adjust the way that you're blipping to make it, you know, your car stop faster or slower as well. So it's definitely worth it. It took me a good, I don't know, hour practice session to get used to it. It's not something you want to do. It's almost like learning a musical instrument. You have to train your foot to do something when your hand is doing something, you know. It's something totally different, you know, like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time, and then rubbing your head and patting your tummy. You know, you have to separate your two extremities from each other doing those things, and it doesn't take long. And once you do it, you won't even notice you're doing it. So it's worth the effort putting it in practice and getting it done. And you see a lot of the guys, I don't know if you watch Glenn RG, and there's a few guys online, I don't know what everybody does, but that's definitely my technique. The position of your buttons are deeper inside your rim. Yeah, well, do you have a clutch pedal or no? If you don't have a clutch pedal, then you're kind of stuck then, because no, okay, yeah, then you're kind of stuck, because what a lot of the guys do is they keep their foot on the floor and they're just like tapping the clutch, like as they're shifting, just tapping the clutch, which is the same as me pressing the button. It's really 12 of the same or half a dozen of the other, or whatever that expression is that I probably just butchered. 12 of one or half a dozen of the other, you're just tapping the clutch essentially as you go through it. So yeah, if you can't reach the shifter and the clutch at the same time, then you can't really do that, unfortunately. But yeah, it so happens to be perfectly kind of placed on this wheel where my thumb is sitting on a button here, and that's my upshift, and I just press the two of them like together, Oh, you do have, but you never use your clutch pedal. Okay. Well, the technique that you see a lot of the drivers use is they use their left foot for braking, but when they're upshifting, they use it for, tapping it to go up through the gears. So it might be worth setting it up and giving it a go. The clutch pedal is useful for different things, especially if you're playing other games other than iRacing. You can use your clutch pedal as like you can use it as a foot brake, like for like if you don't have a handbrake, you can use it as a foot brake for dirt rally or something like that. If you wanted to use like just if your car didn't have a clutch and you just wanted to use like auto sequential, you can like use it as a foot brake, which is kind of what I do if I'm ever using playing dirt rally, which I pretty much have stopped playing since I started playing iRacing anyways, but yeah, I'd recommend taking it out and giving it a go, yeah. Oh, you have to mount it, but you use the auto blip. Yeah, and I mean, you can. I mean, you might as well mount it and just have it there, and use the auto blip for your races, and then have a go at the clutch in practice sessions, or if you want to start getting into ovals and driving those, it's kind of authentic, I suppose, to have a full clutch for the oval cars, which is what I do when I get into the oval cars. I use the foot clutch, 100%, maybe later. Yeah, it's a bit of a mammoth thing, and yeah, that's it. You're here to have fun, right? And if you're not going to have fun doing it, then don't do it. Don't listen to me. What do I know, right? What do I know? I'm like mid-split Skip Barbers here, so I can't be doling out the advice to somebody of much higher standing in the iRating community than yourself, Paul. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up for this morning. Thanks very much for everybody who's watching. Paul, thanks for hanging out and throwing in all the conversation. Keep me company through this. Everybody else watching, much appreciated. You hanging on. Always welcome. Lurkers, no lurkers, whatever. Make sure that you hit the Discord. Do I have a link to the old Discord? I don't think so. But please make sure to follow on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow the channel. It really helps. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for any notifications if you happen to be watching on YouTube. And if you are watching on Facebook, make sure to hit the follow button on Facebook. Please like the post and like the page as well. Would be all very, very much appreciated. So I have been your star in VR, the growing concern, Colin Byrne. And I'll see you later on tonight. If anybody's up for it, I'll probably be back on around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. somewhere in that area for more Skip Barber action and maybe VRS or maybe Radicals. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but definitely some Skip Barbers. So bye for now.